Hey, Lindsay, how are you on this Saturday?
Doing great, Michelle. This is a sassy Saturday that we
Sassy Saturday.
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you? What are you up
I'm
to?
good. Yeah, everything is good over here. My kids have been on break, so it's been a little bit of it's been a little
Yeah,
chaotic around here, but that's okay. But
nice.
Lindsay, have you ever been told by someone that something was super amazing and then it wasn't all it was cracked up to be?
Oh, yeah, for sure. People talk a big game sometimes, right? When it
Yeah.
comes to maybe they're inviting you on an experience, a weekend somewhere, maybe a restaurant, I don't know, even just a party, and you think it's going to be amazing and it's actually kind of boring. Sure, it's happened to me, Michelle. What about you?
Yeah, of course. This is of course it happens. But yeah, today well, I think it happens sometimes with movies or books
Yeah.
or TV shows a lot. On anything that somebody's recommending. If you're in that
Yes.
danger zone of something not being what it's cracked up to be. But
Yeah, because
um
often, someone's recommendation comes from their perspective,
right,
right? We
right,
only see things from our own, different colored glasses. We all wear different colored glasses on the
right,
world.
right,
And so sometimes when someone gives me a recommendation, I think to myself, what do I know about this person? You know?
right.
Do they have fancier taste? Do they have more casual taste? Do they like sci-fi and I actually don't like sci-fi, right?
Right.
For example. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. So today we have a listener question about the expression "not all it's cracked up to be." So we're gonna
Yes.
get into that in just a second.
Mhm.
But first, we wanted to say thank you so much to our Android app reviewers.
Yes, special thank you to the following users of the Android app: Anonymous W66, Vishnu Priya from California, Mohammed Mirzai, Fayed Shake, Kajra, and BL Estevan. These are all 5-star reviews, Michelle.
Oh my
Unbelievable.
gosh. Thank you
Yes.
so much. We're so appreciative. Leave those reviews, keep them coming, ask your questions, but thank you so
Yes.
much to those who have reviewed us. It really means a lot.
Yeah, and guys, don't forget to get a better experience listening to the show. You can always use the Android or the iOS app. So go to allearsenglish.com/app to find out how to become a premium member. Okay. So, Michelle, do you want to read the question to change it up
I
for
was
today a
just
little bit?
gonna say,
Thank you.
I can absolutely. All right, here we go. Hey, Lindsay, Michelle, and Aubrey. I just wanted to say a huge thank you for your awesome podcast. Aw, it
Yeah.
isn't just helping me with American English, but also giving me a deeper feel for American culture, which is really cool. Plus, I love listening to it while I'm walking somewhere. It's actually what keeps me motivated to walk instead of hopping on public transport. I love that.
I love that too. Oh, so nice.
Yeah. They say my walks usually take just about the right time to finish an episode. So it's kind of become my
Perfect.
little routine. Oh my God, I love that.
Perfect.
I feel so warm inside when I listen to an episode like I'm catching up with old friends. Oh my gosh.
Aw, that's
This is so
wonderful.
nice.
Michelle, this is exactly why we do this, right? It's for this, this feedback that we can imagine we can go along with you on your walks with your dog or hanging out at a cafe, right?
Really,
That's it
that
right
it's such a
there.
cool feeling. I love that.
It's really cool.
So it says a few days ago, I came across this phrase. It's not all it's cracked up to be. Could you please break it down and explain what it really means and how people use it? And in your best tradition, could you recommend some other similar phrases? I love that.
Yeah.
Thanks again for all the great work you do. I seriously appreciate it. Can't wait for the next episode. Well, we are so appreciative of you. This is from Ilser from Russia, nowadays living in Stockholm. So thank you
Beautiful.
so much. What a beautiful question. Thank you for all the feedback. We're so appreciative of you.
Yeah, and
Um,
we are super excited to answer your question, Ilser, in our unique style that we do here at
yes.
All Ears English. And again, this is why we make the show for our listeners. So we want to hear from you guys. Go ahead and leave us a review. Send us more of these letters. We love your
Yeah. Oh
love
my
letters,
gosh.
right? We love it. We
Yeah.
love it.
Thank you so
Yes.
much. So, all right, let's go ahead and answer the question. So, I mean, to me, this is a super common expression. What do you think, Lindsay?
Oh, yeah. It's not all it's cracked up to be, for sure. And I love how casual it is, Michelle, but it says a lot,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. I mean, but what does that mean? What does it even mean?
It means it's not as good as people say it is, Okay.
Mhm, mhm, right, so
Yes.
there's kind of this reputation for something,
Yeah.
and maybe a lot of people feel this way, maybe everybody's talking about this one TV show, and
Yeah.
you just watch it and you kinda don't get it, like, "Am I missing
Yeah.
something? I don't understand what
Am I
everybody
missing
thinks is
something?
so great," right?
That's what I usually think. Am I missing something here? Is there something wrong with me?
Right.
Why I can't figure out why this you know what comes to mind first? Egg creams. Egg
I'm
creams
not
in New
into that
York,
either,
right?
yeah.
So this is like a famous drink in New York City. I think it's more historical than anything else,
Oh,
but I
yeah.
tried one once and everyone says they're so great. I did not get it. I
I
did not get
also
it.
like, have do you like an ice cream float?
I would rather just have an ice cream, you
Yeah,
know?
same. Oh,
Yeah.
the other day, I don't even know the last time I even tried one of those, but, Dan said he would let my son try one. We were at this cute diner, and so he
Yeah.
tried, and they were like, "Oh, take a sip," and it was just, well, it's not worth
Yeah,
it
I'd
to
rather just
me.
have an ice cream cone and
Ooh.
go for a walk, not sit in the
Yeah.
restaurant and but anyways, those are 2 examples in terms of food, so it definitely carries over for food and drink and famous cultural icons in terms of things we consume, right?
Yes, exactly. And
Mhm.
we've talked about this idea of things being overhyped before a little bit, but it's super important and useful. And I wanted to take some time on it. So
Yeah,
let's do some examples today. Lindsay, what's the first
yes.
example?
Everyone thinks living in my neighborhood is the best, but let me tell you, it's not all it's cracked up to be. There are things I really don't like about it. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you lived on the Upper West Side.
Yeah.
Right. Did you was it I mean, people say the Upper West Side is a great place to live. Was it all it was cracked up to be, or would you say
I did like it.
you did? That's
I
fair.
did.
I thought you were gonna say you liked it. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I
That's
did I
fair.
did I did like it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, I'm trying to think of another place maybe where I'd lived and it wasn't, I don't know. Lindsay, well, I mean, you left LA.
I loved LA. LA was not well, I mean, I kinda knew I wasn't gonna be a fit in LA.
Yeah.
Um, you know, but, it's your personality. Some people would go to
Right,
LA and they'll say it's gonna be amazing,
right, and they
I
love
love
it,
it. I
right.
wanna sit in traffic for 3 hours. No, it just I knew that that wouldn't be a match for me. So, that wouldn't really be I guess you could
It's
still say it's not all it's cracked up to be because people think of LA as Hollywood
right.
and yeah, the weather's great. So I suppose I could still say I tried LA. It wasn't all it was cracked up to be, right?
Right. And then you could always qualify it by saying like, "Oh, in my opinion," and that's
Yes.
okay.
Mhm.
But how long were you there again? I forgot.
Oh, like 3 months, not
That's what
long.
I
I mean, we
thought.
didn't
That's what
really
I
try
thought.
that hard, frankly, to live there. I think we both knew it wasn't gonna be for us, but we were sort of
Yeah, it's
wandering in
fun
that
to try.
moment, trying to find where we belonged. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, here's another example. I don't understand why that movie is getting such good reviews. I saw it and it wasn't all it's cracked up to be.
Yes, interesting. Let's see. I just saw the movie over the weekend, The Amateur. Have you seen
Okay.
it?
No.
Yeah, it was good actually. Legitimately a good movie.
Yeah.
Um, and I would recommend going to it. So that doesn't fall into this category. I
It
would say
is
it.
all it's cracked up to me
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be.
yeah. All right, here's another example. Don't waste your money. That restaurant is overpriced and the portions are small. Definitely not all it's cracked up to be. Right?
Mhm, mhm.
Good.
So, maybe a restaurant everybody's trying hard to get into, it's hard to get a reservation, and then you go and,
Yeah. It's right, it's funny because yeah, sometimes we go places because there's a lot of hype, like we said, there's a lot of hype around something. Maybe there's always a line outside the door to get in. Even, like, brunch places will
Mhm,
do this.
mhm, mhm.
And we go, we assume it's gonna be great, and maybe it's more the hype, right?
Yes, it's true, and then you wonder, does everybody actually love it, or is it
Yeah.
just that that idea is put out into the world that this is amazing and you're supposed to love it, and everyone is just kinda going along with it?
That's kinda how I feel about brunch in general, just
Yeah,
brunching, just
yeah.
the act of brunching,
Well, yeah,
regardless of where you go, it's just sort of it's not my thing, it's not my
yeah,
thing, so, for
yeah.
me, brunch is not all it's cracked up to be, but
Brunch
people
is
love brunch. They love it.
I
Yeah.
well, I think we've talked about this before, and my thing is I'm starving when I wake up, so I'm
Oh,
not I
yeah.
get you know, it's just that you then you're in an awkward position, and I recently had this happen where I was going with somebody, and it was gonna be at, like, 10:30, and I don't
Yes.
know what to do with myself then. I
Michelle, I don't know how you made it in New York because I think New York is a brunching city.
Of course, of
It's a
course.
brunching city. LA is a brunching city. Denver, not a brunching city because most people
Really?
oh, yeah, most people are in the mountains by 8
Oh,
AM
there
on the weekend. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you have that kind of lifestyle because for me, brunch, maybe you have a drink and then you're tired at noon and
Yeah.
you're hungry when you show up, there's a line. It's not all it's cracked up to be. But
Not
some
all it's cracked
people
up to
love
be.
it, right? And so you wouldn't
Yes,
use that
exactly.
phrase in that scenario. Yeah, love it.
Exactly.
Okay, Michelle, but there might be other things we wanna say here, right?
Yes, as our
What
listener Ilser said, in our best tradition to give other ways to say it, so I like that.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, so not worth the hype or overhyped.
Ooh, I like
Um,
overhyped. That sounds cool.
Overhyped.
Mhm.
Yeah. So what's an example with that?
That gym is not worth the hype, or that gym is overhyped. Right.
Right, right. So
Mhm.
a lot of times, I mean, you see these gyms are so expensive, and
Yes.
then yeah, you're like, what am I paying for? Some of them are worth the hype.
Right.
I can't say that I'm a gym connoisseur, but I'm just saying in general, things you have to pay a lot for.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure. Or overrated, right? Very
right.
common, right? And we also say underrated, which could be another episode for another day, right?
Mhm.
Overrated. Her new album is completely overrated.
Mhm.
Maybe we add in my
In my
opinion, right?
opinion, in my
Mhm.
opinion. Yeah, if you wanna add those little qualifiers to kind of soften
Mhm.
it or just make sure people know that, this is just what I think, but,
Yeah.
um or a letdown. That's saying
Mm.
that something really you were excited about it and you were kind of, "Meh,"
Yeah,
um,
yeah. For
you could say
example yeah, go
yeah,
ahead,
go
Michelle.
ahead. Oh, I wanted to love the new hotel, but I thought it was a letdown.
Yeah, that's tough, right? I'd rather be surprised and say I had low expectations,
Yeah.
but it really blew my mind, right? It really surprised me.
Yeah,
Uh,
yes.
we we when we visited Portugal, last year in Lisbon, we stayed in a little guest house that just was underrated in my opinion. It was amazing. The service was incredible. The breakfast was amazing. The friendliness of the people was unbelievable. I loved it. So
Aw.
that's the kind of experience that I look for.
Yeah, that's
You know?
amazing, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of, things recently I did read a book that I found it wasn't worth the hype.
Oh.
There's been I think a TV show or a movie made from it, and I
Yeah.
was reading it, and I'm just like, "I want this to be over." So I didn't think it was worth the hype, but a lot of people loved it, and that's okay.
Nice. Have you ever read the book, A Tree Grows in Brooklyn? Super
No,
famous. No? Okay, it's a
I
really
know it,
famous
but I haven't ever
book.
read it.
So I'm just reading this now for the first time. It's about, Brooklyn in the early 1900s, right? So
Mm,
immigrant families and what life was like. Really so far it's a really good it's well written. I would recommend it. So not
okay.
overrated.
Well, I am about to finish my current book, so,
Alright, you can move
maybe
on
I'll
to that
jump
one
into that.
after. Love it. Um
Exactly. So, should we do a role play?
Let's do it, Michelle. So here, we're not gonna use everything we taught you because that would be a lot
A
of
lot of
commentary.
yeah, a lot of commentary. But here we're talking about a new movie that came out.
Here we go. So, did you love it?
Honestly, I don't think it was all it's cracked up to be.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really get it. To me, it was kind of a letdown.
Oh, I've heard some people say it's overrated, but I personally loved it. Yeah.
Okay.
Michelle, did you see the second Top Gun, the Top Gun sequel
I
with Tom
didn't.
Cruise? Okay,
I
I was
didn't.
wondering what you thought about that. You'll
Mhm.
have to go watch it and tell us on the show.
What did you think?
I thought it
Yeah.
was good. I mean, I think a lot of sequels will never
Right.
be as good as the originals. I mean, how
Right.
could you beat the first Top Gun? Come
Right.
on, right? But it was good. I wasn't disappointed.
That's
So,
good. That's
yeah.
good. Yeah. So, all right. You said so. Did you love it? Right. And
Mhm.
you're kind of I could tell that you
I
are
want you to say
expecting me to
yes.
say yes and be excited. So
Yeah.
I said, honestly, I didn't think it was all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, yeah, interesting. And then you said to me it was kind of a letdown. Oh.
Yeah, and then you said, "I've heard some people say it's overrated, but I loved it." And I like how you added, "I personally loved it." You added that in.
Yes.
And I was noticing as we were doing this role play, there are a lot of little ways that we kind of qualify these things and show that there are opinions. So I said, "Honestly, I didn't think it was all it's cracked up to be." You said, oh no, then I said, "To me, it was kind of a letdown." And then you said, "I personally." Right? Loved it. So those
Yeah.
are interesting ways that we did, we softened it a little bit.
Yeah, totally. So I think when something is such a cultural phenomenon and people are loving something and then you go and you're like, I don't get well, that would be another one, Michelle, I want to add as a
I don't
bonus.
get it.
I just didn't get it. I
Yeah,
didn't
I
get it.
didn't
And
get
and this
it.
one's really cool because normally we use the phrase I don't get it or I didn't get it to mean I didn't
Right,
understand. And
right,
essentially that's what we're saying. I didn't understand why people love this so much. I didn't
right.
understand what the big deal was. And I use this a lot.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I didn't get it. It doesn't necessarily mean, "Oh, I didn't
Didn't
understand it."
understand
I
the
didn't
plot. Right.
understand why everyone loves it, right? I didn't.
Exactly. So we're going to
Yeah.
add that in for you guys as a
Yes.
bonus today. Michelle, what's another episode our listeners can find right now?
All right, guys, check out episode 2387. That was 8 different ways to use "some" in English.
Yeah, so this is a really interesting connection skill, right? Because if someone has recommended that we go see something, that we try a restaurant, we probably want to be a little careful about how we review it, but we want to be truthful too, because if we don't tell our true opinions about things, we become a little bland and boring. And
Right.
we it's okay to be
Yeah.
spicy and say, actually, I didn't think it was worth all the hype, right? So,
Right.
but also we're keeping in mind, was that the person that recommended it to us?
Right.
Then we can learn about that person. So there's a lot here around connection, Michelle. Don't you think?
That's absolutely. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You don't wanna make that person feel like, "How could you like something like that?" Or feel like,
Yeah.
"Oh, maybe if it's a book, or something, and then what are you saying? I'm not smart, maybe I'm not," people might get offended. So just make sure you say,
Yeah.
I didn't really like it." So
Yeah, but it's also okay to be truthful, give
yeah,
your
you
true
should.
review. I mean,
You should.
everyone takes in the world differently, and that's the cool thing about life. So, I love it. Most importantly, just use the conversation to build that connection because that's what we're all about here at Allers English, right, Michelle?
That's
Love it.
absolutely right. Okay, well,
Excellent.
thank you again for that great question and that sweet sweet review of our show, and we appreciate it. And guys, thanks for listening.
All right, guys, leave a review for the show wherever you listen, and we'll do our best to read your name out loud on the show. All right,
All
Michelle,
right.
talk to you soon.
All
Bye.
right, bye. Bye.